This your boy Boss, and welcome back to the channel. Always, I appreciate you guys coming back and checking out my videos. So today's video is about, as you read from the title and the thumbnail, I'm going to show you guys how to breed guppies like a boss and how to set up your own guppy tank. So I have some black Moscow guppies that's down here in this 10-gallon aquarium. We're going to be moving them up here to this 20-gallon aquarium today so we can expand so the colony can grow a little more. So I'm going to be showing you guys that process and how to set the tank up to breed guppies. So stay tuned. It's about to be a lit video. All right, guys. So welcome back to the channel, man. So today what we're working on is I'm going to be showing you guys how to start your own guppy breeding tank and how to breed guppies at a big scale and get really good results. So this is my guppy tank right now. Currently it's a 10-gallon aquarium that's housing my black Moscow guppies, and we're going to be upgrading these guys today, and I'm going to be showing you guys the process. First thing I want to do is get all these plants out of here, and plants is the most important thing in breeding guppies. I mean, it's the most important thing that you can ever have in an aquarium when breeding your guppies. So we're going to get these guys. Hopefully we don't get any babies, but we're going to get all these plants out of here because we're going to be still using these plants, but they're just going to be in the way right now for what we're trying to do. So as you can see, we got tons of guppies in there. There's tons of fish in there. So what I'm going to do is we're going to be setting this tank up over here. This is going to be our guppy tank right here. That's going to be housing all our black Moscow guppies. Right now we just got the albino and we got regular bristlenose plecos in here, but this is going to be a beautiful guppy tank when we get done. So first thing I want to do now is to start trying to catch some of these guppies out of here. So bear with me and let's see what we can do. I'm going to use my big net because I'm sure it'll be a lot easier to catch more of them this way. So we got the first little batch of a bunch of them right here. Put these guys up here. And we got some duckweed too, it looked like. So that's always cool, I guess. Give it that look that we're looking for. Got all the babies out of there. Let's get some more. So yeah, this video is pretty much how to breed guppies like a boss, man. If you're new to the fish hobby or you just want to start breeding guppies, I really enjoy breeding guppies. It's one of my it's one of my favorite fish to breed, and kind of like one of the first fish I ever started breeding. So, and I really love this strain of black Moscow guppies that I have. Been breeding this strain out probably for about a couple months now, and we're already maybe our third or fourth generation with these guys. See all of them in here now. All right, let's get some more. There's tons of them up here, so that's why I'm kind of glad I got this big net. It's a lot easier to catch them out of here. A lot easier. All right, just keep getting some, and I probably have to come back through with the small net and get these babies that are in here, because there are some really small babies that are still in here. All right, guys, so the tank is situated now, and like I was saying, the most important thing here when breeding guppies is to make sure you have plant cover. That is the most important thing when breeding any guppy, is because especially if you want to breed them in a colony, if you wanted to just separate it, you can always separate a male and a female, or a male and 2 females, or a male and like 6-7 females. You can breed them like that, pull out the pregnant females and put them in their own separate tanks, and then have them hatch. There's multiple ways of breeding guppies, but the way I breed guppies is I breed mine in a colony. That way I feel like they produce a lot better. Oh, and I put an extra shrimp in here that I meant to not put in here, so hopefully he do well. We need at least 1 shrimp in here, that way he can mess and clean up all the algae in there. But like I was saying, this is my 20-gallon long black Moscow guppy breeding colony, and I moved them over here to this 20-gallon so that way we can expand. It was in that 10-gallon down there, pretty small, So we move them here so that way they can expand. We can produce this even faster. These fish can grow out even faster. I like to colony breed for the simple fact that because these fish, every fish you can't colony breed. Every guppy you can't, but these guppies in particular you can because they do well. They don't eat their babies. And that's because I have tons of plant cover, and that is the most important thing. I can't stress that enough. If you're going to be breeding guppies, have more plant cover than you do swim area, to be honest, because you got to have a place for where these fish can hide, and the algae and all the microorganisms that's going to be on the plant stuff, the babies have a place to eat, so they can eat all the little microorganisms that's going to be up in the plants and things like that. So it's very important to have plants into your aquarium. So if you've been wanting to breed guppies, your first time ever trying to breed guppies, this is the way I would suggest doing it. Put them in an aquarium, put tons of plants, and just let it go. You know, feed them real heavy. Make sure you feed them real heavy, especially if you're starting out with just a male and a female, or a male and a few females. See my breeders up here? These are the breeders right here. So got one male and two females. All this started with one male and two females, and we are right here. This is probably like I said, 3 generations of fish right here. So you know, and this is only within like a month and a half. So if you set the tank up properly and you got some good prolific breeders, you will have an abundance of guppies in no time. You also can breed your guppies outside in ponds. Guppies are the best to breed outside in ponds. If it wasn't nighttime, I would go out there and show you guys my ponds and how they are doing, because the ponds are looking amazing right now. The guppies in there are just producing at a super crazy scale. If I was to put this species of guppies outside, I'd probably have 200-300, maybe close to $1,000 by the end of the summer, because just how they breed. And you can already tell that I'm already starting to get, that's a nice female, nice female, nice female. So, and that's a male right there. So we got a good ratio between males and females between the babies that we have gotten so far. So super happy with that. This is where these fish are going to live out their lives for the next, you know, 6 months or something like that. We got our plecos in here. So now we got our plecos in here breeding, and we got our black Moscows in here. So this tank is going to look awesome, and it's going to open up an opportunity for us to have another 10-gallon aquarium to do things. It might end up being a quarantine. So now this tank is empty, so we can either get more fish or use it as a quarantine, but we have that option now because we moved these guys up here. So if you've been wanting to learn how to breed guppies, this is the way to go about it. It's very easy. You know, this is the easiest fish to ever breed. So don't think that you're a master breeder if you can breed guppies, because it's very easy. But if you enjoy the breeding process, your first time ever trying to breed some fish, I would suggest just get you some guppies. They'll just take over and they just have sex all the time, and it's just crazy, you know what I'm saying? So this is the best option for you. You can always have some foreground plants like I got the crypts here, and this is some more hornwort that eventually will grow real tall over here and give more cover in this area. But this is all you need to get started, and I really love this species of fish. So hopefully in the near future, because I want to keep growing this colony out, I want to get this to the masses. And once I get this to the masses, maybe I'll start selling this to the public and start get these guys out to you guys. So you see I got 2 fat females in the back. Them are my breeder females, and these are all they babies together. So, and you can see there's a bunch of other juveniles that are coming up that's looking really good, really healthy. So in a matter of a few more months, I should have abundance of breeders, abundance of fry to sell, and then even more babies. So stay tuned for that. I will have these up for sale for you guys. I know you guys are gonna want some of these homegrown black Moscow guppies, because you can find these in the store, but they might not be in as good condition. So stay tuned for that. But what else is going on in the fish room? Not much going on in the fish room today. Just wanted to make that video showing you guys how to breed guppies. But what we're gonna do is, I haven't showed these guys on the camera in a while, so let me show you these guys real quick for the people who love seeing the monsters. But I'm gonna go upstairs, I'm gonna feed the exodon, so stay tuned. We're finna go do that. All right guys, so we currently up in my living room right now. This is where this beautiful 36-gallon bow front aquarium is, that's housing my exodon fish, or my bucktooth tetras, whatever you want to call them. But this tank is amazing. I really love this tank. You see, got 2 tiger lotuses in here, all these crypt plants. Tank is crystal clear. It's just always looked like this. This tank is never dirty, ever. I might get some little bit of algae every now and then, but This tank is beautiful. But we're gonna feed these guys a little because I always like to feed them. They're pretty interesting to feed and pretty exciting. So let's feed these guys so y'all can see how they get down. And they just like destroy the food. Nothing barely even hits the bottom. You know, and if it does, and that's because I put too much. But sometimes I only put just enough for them to take right at the top. Look at that, that's dope. These are some of the dopest fish I got, to be honest. And I really would love to move this tank down to the fish room, which I am eventually, just haven't got around to it. Because I gotta move this whole thing, break it down and all that, but I will get around to it at some point because I want to be able to talk about these more on the channel. Or not necessarily talk about them, just show them more on the channel when I go around and show the tanks and stuff. So, but this tank is amazing, bro. Like, look at this. Just the only thing I got running on here is a nice canister filter, and you can see the water quality, how healthy these fish are, and they got some nice sizes on them too. I would love to breed them at some point in the future. Get me some breeding going with these guys, and I think that'd be dope. I haven't seen too much of that done on YouTube. Look like they pretty full. But yep, just wanted to show you guys that. Let me give you a little update on my other tank. So this tank I haven't showed in a while, but this is my 60-gallon aquarium that is housing all these beautiful Geophagus and this flagtail. These fish are going to be going down to the fish room, going to that 100-gallon once I get the 100-gallon set up. But we got these beautiful Geos in here, and can't wait to get these guys down to the fish room and get them on some sand, because they're going to really color up really good and do a lot better than they have been on this growl. Even though they do amazing in this aquarium, but I know they would do a lot better if I had the right situation. But look at this aquarium lily. I got one of these down in one of my tanks, and it does nothing like this. But look at all these lilies that it has sent off. Like, this is super dope, man. I don't know why, but this thing just grows so well. See all these beautiful Geophagus though. Like I said, I will hope to get these guys down to the fish room soon, so that way we can show these guys more, get them in a proper habitat, and hopefully, you know, get some breeding activity out of these guys, man, because I think this is truly a beautiful fish. But I just can't get over how this plant look though. Like, that is crazy. And just look at the size of that lily pad. That's crazy, bro. Then we got the pothos growing up top, up here. It's almost, I don't know how long that is. And I got like the regular house plants up here. So this tank is nature in one. Then we got the flagtail back there high, but I don't know what's going on with him. I really don't. But yeah, just want to give you guys a little update on this tank. Let's go check on the saltwater aquarium. All right, guys, so now we're in the office and looking at the saltwater tank, and it's kind of, I just turned the lights on because it's late night, so everything was just asleep. I turned them on the film, and I'm gonna wipe some of this glass out. But this tank is doing amazing. I just been letting it go. I let this saltwater tank just go and does what it does. Try to be as natural as possible, and just watch the process, man. The corals are starting to double in size. I'm seeing they're kind of like closed up right now. Like I said, I just turned the light on, so you really can't see the corals too well. Let me clean this glass a little bit. Really can't see the corals too well. We can see that one out here looking good. That one looks amazing. It's my favorite one, low key. You can see the clown fish are out and about doing their thing, looking good. But yeah, I'm just letting this tank do what it do and letting the process just go. And I'm really liking it. I'm starting to get some pods on the glass. You can see all the algae growth, and you know, it's starting to take hold and changing. So I definitely am gonna be getting, look at this. You can see all that algae on the rock, that green algae. That look dope. Looks super dope. But yeah, I'm gonna be adding more fish and coral to this really soon, because It just need more life. I've been looking at like some shrimps and different type of things I want to get for this saltwater tank. I got so much freshwater stuff that it's just hard to get around to doing the salt, but I definitely going to be going to the store tomorrow. I need to go get some more RO water and some more salt water. I need to do a water change on this too. It's about time. I haven't done a water change on this tank yet since I've set it up, but I'll probably get around to that soon. It just looked cloudy right now, all that because I was just scraping the glass, but that's just algae floating around in the water column, which will eventually get sucked up into the sump. But this tank is amazing, man. I really enjoy the salt. It's real relaxing, simple. It's different from fresh water, you know. A lot of people are afraid to get into salt because it's expensive, and it do cost, but there is cheap and easy ways to go about getting into the saltwater game. It's just, you know, all about your budget really, but I would say start with like a 20-gallon tank like this and just go from there. You know, don't try to get too big in the game and get like a big old tank, because when now it's time to go clean your tank, you got a, you know, 100-gallon or better tank that you got to worry about trying to clean or add water to. So I think that if I was to give some advice on a saltwater tank, I would say just start with a 20-gallon aquarium. And you don't even have to do live rock. You can start with regular rock and it eventually will turn into this rock. And you can even go with cheap substrate. I mean, there's cheap ways to get into the game. Don't go out and spend a whole bunch of money. But it's worth a try, you know. Just make sure you got you a nice sump or something. Definitely got to have a sump. Filtration is everything. So with this salt water, filtration and temperature is everything with salt water. So as long as you got those things in control, you'll be all right. But you know, we can't end the video without feeding our babies, man. So, you know, we gotta get these guys. Woo! Shit. You know you can't end the video without feeding these dudes, man. I'm talking about gots to feed the monsters. Look at him. Like, he act like he ain't never ate. I need to be feeding him multiple times a day. His big butt. But yeah, man, you know I gotta end the video showing the monsters, man. It's only right. It's only right that the monsters eat. That catfish is like a vacuum. Super hungry, man. And for the people that's new to my channel, you know what I'm saying, this is all temporary, so don't, you know, feel some type of way. The fish are super healthy. You see how they eat, and so these are some healthy fish. I do know this is a smaller enclosure, but no worries, because when we get back from Aquacella, we got something coming for y'all, man. So just it's gonna be all right. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video right here, man. If you guys enjoyed today's content, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more bangers, man. More video. Look how big this red tail is getting since I've gotten him. And look at this convict, bro. Look at that. That is a convict cichlid living here with these monsters. How does that work, right? But that's just how the game is. But like I said, if you're new around here, man, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Share these videos, let your friends and family know about our channel, man, and you know, show that support. And let's just keep going to the top, man. I'm taking you guys to the top with me, man. Next thing is 9K, man. So let's keep growing this channel and let's keep building, keep inspiring, keep motivating, man, and keep keeping these fish. I'm out of here, man.